These are the top 3 auto-tune settings that you need to know. These settings, you're gonna mess up with your vocals. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you the top 3 auto-tune settings you need to put in your mind, and the very last one gonna change everything. So stick to the video. Let's do this right after the intro. Alright, so we are in FL Studio now. The name is Godsize, still the solution career, providing solutions to your problems. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel, and also let me know where you are watching me from. I'm from Ghana. Leave a comment, let me know where you are watching this video from. So if you're a beginner, you need to master these 3 settings that I'm gonna tell you in today's video if you wanna use auto-tune perfectly. Alright, so first thing first, we're gonna use this project. So what I'm gonna do now is to make you listen to this vocals together with this chord progression. Alright, then I'm gonna introduce the plugins, then show you the auto-tune settings that you need to know. I mean, there are 3. The very last one is a game changer, so stick to the video. Alright, so that's pretty simple. This is a normal chord progression. I'm using a span 2, as you can see. Alright, so I combine soft pad, then guitar, then also another guitar. So I'm gonna play the instrument alone, that's the chord progression alone. What I did is I routed to the mixer track 7 and I just introduced EQ, cut off some of the low ends, then boosted some of the high end. That's the only thing on this particular VST plugin. Alright, so next thing we're gonna do is to route the lead vocals to mixer track 1. What we're gonna do is to double click, then we're gonna route it to mixer track 1. Then we're gonna route the backing to mixer track 2. That's pretty simple, like this. Next, let's go to the mixer track. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is to create add channel. So we're gonna right click here, then click on rename and color icon. What you're gonna do is to call this Reverb. Pretty simple. We're gonna give it color, then we're gonna hit accept. Alright, hit accept 2 here again. Next, we're gonna drag this to the mixer track. Alright, so if I close this, you can see the add channel or the group channel is no more there, but we're gonna make this one be on the screen forever when we close this. So to do that, what we're gonna do is to right click, then head over to drag to. Alright, so we're gonna drag that to the right, and now you can see. So if you are missing entire project in FL Studio, I mean a full song, this is one trick that you have to put in your mind. Always make sure you drag your group channels, or I mean the add channels. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is to introduce reverb, and you know what, I'm gonna use the Valhalla Vintage Reverb, as you know. So this is the Valhalla Vintage Reverb. If you're a beginner, you don't know anything about reverb, all you need to do is to watch the video that will pop up on the screen, or you can go back to my channel and watch videos that I take you through reverb. There is a cheat code. Alright, you need not to worry yourself, just go and watch my previous videos and you know the tricks from the pros. Alright, so go and watch those videos and you will be a guru in terms of reverb. So what I'm going to do is to cut off some of the low ends. I'm not going to touch anything here because I'm going to control the amount of reverb. Alright, so let's close that. So how do you link our lead vocals and the backing vocals to this group channel here? What you need to do is to click on this, then next click on this icon here, and this is gonna route anything from this insert 1 to the reverb insert 11 here. Alright, so that's pretty simple, and I'm gonna create another one. Alright, so let's create another one, another reverb 2. Alright, give it a color, hit accept again, and we're gonna dark this one to the right. The same thing, right click and go to dark to right. That's pretty simple. We're gonna introduce reverb again. Okay, Valhalla vintage reverb, cut off some of the low ends. Alright, so we're gonna send the insert 2, which is the backing vocals, to the reverb 2. Alright, pretty simple like this. So guys, now let's listen to this. I mean, you're gonna hear a lot of reverb. We're gonna control that, so listen. That's crazy, right? So we're gonna control this. So for the meantime, we're gonna bypass the reverbs here. Alright, super simple. Give the video a like if it helps you. Leave a comment, let me know where you are watching me from. So now what I'm gonna do is to introduce the auto-tune. Alright, so let's go here to the insert 1, click on this first slot, then we're gonna use auto-tune artist. And you know what, if you have been watching my videos, I've been shooting more videos about auto-tune, so you need not to worry yourself. If you're gonna stick to this video, trust me, you're gonna master everything about auto-tune, guys. So now the very first thing, as I said, top 3 settings you need to know before touching auto-tune. The very first one that you need to put in your mind anytime you are using auto-tune, for you to get a perfect mix, I mean for you to achieve a perfect auto-tuning, the very first thing you have to put in your mind is the key. Alright, when artists are singing, we sing in different dynamic range, and we also sing in different pitch. So we use the auto-tune to set a particular key, that those variation in our pitch, they will all stick to that particular key. Alright, this is the simplest way I'm gonna explain the key to you. Now anytime you pick auto-tune, we have what is called scale. Alright, the scale gonna be minor or major, and when you are mixing tracks that is more soulful, I mean worry type of vocals, emotionals, what you need to select is the minor. Alright, and if you are mixing a project that's more of what happiness, enjoyment, dancehall, you get that vibe, all you need to go for is what, major. Dancehall music too can be sometimes emotional, so you can play around the major and the minor. So to conclude this and summarize everything for you, when you are mixing or using auto-tune for a sad music, go for minor. If it's not sad music, play around major. Alright, so this I'm gonna choose minor for here. Alright, next thing is the key. Okay, but before then, I know this particular key for the vocals, so I'm gonna play the vocals together with the beat, and you will listen if this is gonna sound great without the right key. Now let's introduce the reverb, add a little bit reverb. Alright, pretty simple. We're gonna control the amount of reverb here. Listen, pay attention to the key, pay attention to the vocals. I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. I'm gonna mute the instrument for now. Alright, so pay attention to this. I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words, just wanna be original. Listen to it once again. I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words. So you can actually hear that this is not the right key for the vocals. Okay, so anytime you are using auto-tune, if you want to sound great, the very first settings you need to put in your mind is to know the right key. If you are able to know the right key, then bro, almost 80% of the work is done when it comes to auto-tuning. Alright, so now that you know the key, we're gonna move to the next setting that you need to know. And you know what, God side not gonna tell you something without giving you the cheat code. All right, how do you detect any unknown key? What you need to do is to install virtual DJ. All right, then you can also go for plugins like the auto key 2, and this plugin gonna allow you to play your vocals or instruments, as you can see, waiting for transport, and trust me, this gonna tell you the right key. If you are new to this plugin, then watch the video that will pop up on the screen, or watch this particular video about how to detect unknown key right after today's video. So I'm not gonna show you in this video, sorry. Let's proceed. This particular vocals, the right key is B minor, so I'm gonna say that, change the key to B. All right, now listen to these vocals once again with the right key, B minor.
I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words, just wanna be original.
That's super neat, super simple. You can actually hear that now the vocals is sounding great. All right, let's add the instrument and you can tell the difference.
I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words, just wanna be original. People have their own sound. Where'd it come from? Was it found in a suitcase of a dream packed away?
Now the next setting that you need to put in your mind is what is called the routine speed. This routine speed is how much you want to pitch your vocals. I mean, how much you want to sound like the T-Pain. All right, so the more you push the routine speed up, the more you're gonna feel the auto-tune, and when you drag it back, the less auto-tune you're gonna feel. All right, so put this in your mind. So I'm gonna exaggerate things. Let's push the routine speed all the way down like this and listen. And I want you to watch here. You can see that the auto-tune is less on our vocals.
I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words, just wanna be original. People have their own sound. Where'd it come from? Was it found in a suitcase of a dream packed away?
Alright, so now I'm gonna push this thing all the way up like this. Listen.
I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before.
So now you can hear, alright?
I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words.
So this routine speed, if you push it all the way up and your artist is not good, you're gonna spoil your vocals. Alright, so for you to get the natural vibes, I mean the natural vocals, it always play around 20 and 30 routine speed. Alright, if you want to sound natural. So listen to this.
I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words, just wanna be original.
That's pretty simple. Alright, so the next setting that you need to put in your mind is the humanize. Alright, when we push the routine speed all the way up, sometimes we sound robotics, and we don't want that. We want to add realism to our vocals. Alright, and to do this, to add realism to our vocals, we add a little bit humanize. Alright, so now listen to this.
I wanna sing a song that hasn't been heard before. No notes, no words, just wanna be original.
That's super simple. So let's add the beat, then let's go to the backing vocals, introduce auto-tune artist again, set the key scale to minor, key to B, then push the routine speed to 30%, give it a little bit humanize. Now guys, add a little bit reverb to the backing vocals. Now listen to this.
When you write words down on paper, does it sound like a melody in your head? Does it paint a picture there instead? Don't mean to sound desperate, don't mean to beg. I just want to know how to be original.
That's crazy. So now listen to this without any instruments.
How to be original? Do I sell my soul or do I write gold? Whoa. How to be original? Do I sell my soul or do I write gold?
Super simple, guys. So if you're gonna follow this, then you're gonna achieve a great mix when you are using auto-tune. So now that you know how to use auto-tune, watch the next video to know how to EQ your vocals if you're a beginner. See you in the next video. Stay blessed.